New Perplexity. Computer update is insane. GPT 5.4 plus Gemini 3.1 Pro. You are probably jumping between 3 different AI tools right now. ChatGPT for one thing, Claude for another, Gemini for something else, and you still don't know which one to trust. You get one answer and you're not even sure if it's right. What if there was a way to run all 3 at the same time and see exactly where they agree and where they don't? That is exactly what Perplexity just shipped, and it is a big deal. Hey, I'm Hada, your AI educator. I break down AI tools so you can actually use them in your work, save time, and stop guessing which tool does what. Let's get into it. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how Model Council works, how to turn it on, and how to set up custom skills so Perplexity Computer remembers how you work and never needs to be retrained. That part alone is a huge time saver. Stick around. On March 6, 2026, Perplexity shipped a big batch of updates to Perplexity Computer, Model Council with the newest models, custom skills, voice mode, a GPT 5.3 Codex coding subagent, and GPT 5.4, Thinking for Pro and Max subscribers. I'm going to walk you through the ones that actually change how you work, starting with Model Council. Every AI model has blind spots. It might overlook context, lean towards certain perspectives, or fill gaps with confident guesses. When you rely on just one model, you're trusting one perspective, and that perspective has gaps. The old way of dealing with this was to copy your question, open 3 different browser tabs, paste it into ChatGPT, then Claude, then Gemini, read all 3 answers, and try to figure out which one you trust. Slow, annoying, and most people don't do it. Model Council automates that entire process. You ask one question, Perplexity sends it to GPT 5.4, Claude Opus 4.6, and Gemini 3.1 Pro simultaneously. All 3 generate independent answers. Then a synthesizer model reviews all 3 outputs, finds where they agree, flags where they disagree, and gives you a single combined answer with clear indicators of consensus and divergence. When all 3 models agree, you can move forward with real confidence. When they disagree, that's a signal the question is more complex than it looks, and you know to dig deeper before acting on it. Now let's talk about what each model actually brings to the council. GPT 5.4 is OpenAI's latest, available to Pro and Max subscribers. It delivers improvements in reasoning, coding, and creative tasks. There's also a GPT 5.4 thinking variant that adds step-by-step reasoning for more complex problems. Your all-around workhorse. Claude Opus 4.6 is Anthropic's most capable model. It excels at deep analysis, long-form research, and nuanced reasoning, the model you want on complex strategic or analytical questions. It also powers Perplexity's Comet agent for Max users. Gemini 3.1 Pro excels at multimodal understanding, reasoning across text, images, video, and audio. It's strong at generating interactive visualizations and functional apps from natural language. When your question involves visual data or anything multimodal, Gemini brings something the others don't. You also get to choose your orchestrator, the model that synthesizes all 3 answers into one. You have full control over which model does the combining. Different orchestrators weight information differently, and that's where power users will start experimenting. Before I get into the tutorial, I want to mention something. When I first started using Perplexity and multimodal workflows, I was honestly overwhelmed. I didn't know which workflows were actually worth my time. That's when I found a community called AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 members, all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in the description. This is the part most people are missing. We've been thinking about AI as picking the best model. Claude or ChatGPT, GPT or Gemini? That framing is becoming outdated. Perplexity's CEO has been clear that the platform is model agnostic. They want to take the best parts of every frontier model available at any given moment. The question stops being which AI is best and starts being how do I use the right AI for the right part of the problem. Model Council makes that accessible without needing to be a developer or engineer. No infrastructure to set up, you just turn it on. and Perplexity has hinted at adding more granular control over which models participate in the council, swapping in domain-specific models for medical research or specialized coding builds. Model Council is the beginning of that shift, not the end. Now let's talk custom skills, because this is the feature that saves the most time day to day. Custom skills let you teach Perplexity Computer how to handle any task once, and it remembers it forever. A skill is a reusable set of instructions, your preferred format, your specific workflow, the output structure you always want. Set it up once, and Perplexity applies it automatically every time that task comes up. No re-explaining, no copy-pasting your prompt setup every single session. So if you always want research output in a specific format, a 3-paragraph summary followed by a bullet list of action items, set that as a skill. Writing style, a skill captures it. Specific reporting structure for client updates, a skill enforces it every time. Voice mode is now available directly inside Perplexity Computer on web. Describe a project out loud, give feedback mid-task, or redirect the agent on the fly. Without typing. It uses the same voice technology as their Comet browser. Useful if you think faster out loud or if you're multitasking while running a research or automation task. You're not locked to the keyboard. Talk to it in real time. Once you try it, it changes how you use the tool. Model Council is for Perplexity Max subscribers on web. Here's how to turn it on. Go to Perplexity and make sure you're in the computer interface. Click the model selection at the top of the input area and look for Model Council in the list. Select it. You'll see the option to choose your orchestrator model. Leave it on the default or swap it to whichever model you want running the synthesis. Then ask your question as normal. Pay attention to the disagreement flags in the output. When 3 frontier models give you different answers on the same question, that's your signal to investigate before acting. For custom skills, go into Perplexity Computer Settings and find the Skills section. Create a new skill by describing the task type and the instructions you want applied. Name it clearly so computer knows when to apply it. Once saved, it runs automatically. Perplexity's own documentation highlights 3 main use cases for Model Council: research where accuracy matters, fact-checking a claim, validating an assumption, researching a topic before making a decision. You get 3 independent checks instead of 1. Stress testing ideas, a business plan, a pitch, a strategy. Ask Model Council to identify the weakest assumptions and see how each model challenges them differently. 3 critical perspectives in one pass. And balanced analysis on complex topics, policy questions, strategic trade-offs, anything where perspective matters. You see how 3 different AI systems reason through the same problem side by side. Perplexity Computer just got a lot more powerful. If you're looking to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences. What's working, what's not. Which tools are worth your time? Which ones to skip? No hype, just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. It's helped me stay on top of updates and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in the description if you want to check it out. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and over 100 AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 58,000 members who are crushing it with AI. I'm Hada. See you in the next one.